Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We find ourselves today in the Buckland Valley.
We do indeed.
Yep, I'm here with the wife, and we've brought two dogs with us. So we've got Grace and we've got Tia. Tia's the little puppy. I'll zoom in into those in a minute. Anyway, we've come down here for a week. It's lovely and warm. What do you reckon it is today?
It's supposed to be 29 or something.
So yeah, 29 degrees. The flies are a little bit insane, pissing me off a little bit, but there we are. We've got Starlink set up. So it's an unusual one for us because normally when you come to the Buckland Valley, normally you don't have any cell coverage at all. There's no internet whatsoever. So this is a first for us to be here and be able to actually use the internet. Okay, so the next question is, how has Starlink performed on the 12 volt? Well, it's been drawing somewhere between 4 to 6 amps average an hour. So we've got two 110 amp hour AGM batteries. I've got 175 watts of solar on the roof, and I've got a 200 watt solar panel as a pull-out panel, like a blanket, and I also have another 120 watt panel that's in on my auxiliary connection. So what you can see here on the BM Pro app is I'm getting input from both solar and auxiliary. The battery's pretty good, 12.8 volts. It's been sunny today. Now this campground is quite sheltered with trees and high hills, so we don't really see any solar until probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it's pretty much gone by this sort of time of the day. So right now it's 4:27 and the solar areas are getting quite patchy with shadow, so it's pretty much gone by now. So at the moment I'm still getting a charge of 3.6 amps, but we are discharging the loads of 4 amps, and that 4 amps is pretty much the inverter and Starlink and the TV on standby. So yeah, we've not a problem. We've been managed to keep on top of it. You can run Starlink, you can't leave it on all the time, but you can leave it on sort of a fair chunk of the day, and certainly when the sun's out it's not a problem. If you're not getting solar, you need to be a bit careful with it. Here in the Buckland Valley, a lot of trees, a lot of mountains or hills each side of us. So how's Starlink been working? Well, I will do a quick video on my phone just to show you the connection speed. Okay, so let's give it a go. Okay, so we've got 81.4 download and 7.08 upload. There's our Starlink setup, and let me just show you how obscured we are all the way around. There are trees and mountains all the way around. There's the view to the south. View directly behind and above. So gives you a quick idea that even with obstruction you still get a reasonable signal on Starlink.
Huh. That's what you're doing then, babe.
What am I doing? I've got shashlik kebabs. I've got chicken on this side, peri peri chicken, and beef on this side, which they are having a tendency to fall apart, but pick the onion up later, can't we?
Alright, see you. Oh,
using the
okay.
Weber because it's too hot to light a campfire right now.
First time using this,
Yeah,
it's not
clearly.
going well.
Clearly.
How do I zoom in, zoom out?
Don't know. I haven't worked that one out myself yet.
No idea. Anyhow, we'll catch you later.
Hi guys, welcome back. Well, here we are in the Buckland Valley. We've visited this place before. It's the R. Young's campground. It's the first one on the Buckland Valley Road as you go through the Buckland Valley. It's good because there are a lot of campgrounds along here, plenty of other campsites, but this one has very nice clean drop toilets, which I'm going to take you into just to show you. Yeah, so this campground has some very nice clean drop toilets. Now, anyone bringing dogs to this area is fine, but just don't let them run wild because there is 1080 bait, albeit this says that there's none within 1 kilometre of this site. They do have a hand sanitising station here, and all of your information for where you are on the fireband district, the bushfire information, and obviously information here on your campfire. Drop toilets, quite clean, no smell to them. You do need to bring your own toilet roll. You can't empty obviously chemical toilets down there, and someone's written on there, please close the effing lid. Looks like very much an open audit here that's been sealed off from the gold mining days. Shame there's no sign up to say anything about it, but definitely looks like it's either collapsed into an existing mine or it's an audit for a mine. Anyway, they've capped it off. Stop people falling in there. So most of the campgrounds scattered all around, there are these custom made fire pits, concrete, and obviously make it safe to use. They put crushed rock around them as well, and there's several of those all the way around. So we're at the R. Young's campground, which is the first, pretty much the first campground as you come along the Buckland Valley Road. Now if you follow on down the Buckland Valley Road and you head down to where the Alpine National Park starts, there are several other campgrounds, all of which have new drop toilets in. Very spacious, plenty of room for some big vans. It is probably 20 to 30 k's of graded track, but the track's in good condition, good access, plenty of height clearance. So stick to the main campgrounds. If you're lucky enough to have a camper trailer or a pop top, there are a couple of campgrounds that are right on the river that would probably be accessible to you, but not to a full-size van like we have. But very easy access, nothing to be concerned about. Really nice open green areas. and plenty to do in this area. Bright's just up the road. Yeah, nice all-round area to come. Well, we're all hitched up and ready to leave, so we're going on now to a pub stop at just outside, I think, Gundagai. It's free camp. We'll have evening dinner there tonight, and we'll have a few drinks. It's about a 3-hour drive, I think, 2.5, 3 hours from here. Anyway, catch you a bit later. So we've pulled up just outside of Holbrook on the Hume, and we've had lunch, which has been Mexican pulled pork in the Travel Buddy, which Tanya buys them from Coles, I believe. They're like a ready meal, just need to heat them up, and they do really well. They're better than just a standard like sandwiches or whatever. And of course the Travel Buddy cooks it while you're driving. Right, my love?
Yep.
What you got there?
OJ.
OJ? Just OJ?
Just OJ.
It's unusual, isn't it? Nothing in it?
It's a bit early. Saving myself for the pub tonight.
2:30. So we're about just over an hour from our next destination, which is a pub. Do you know what the pub's called?
No.
Tanya can't remember.
Chose its name.
Anyway, we'll film it when we get there. We're going to have a few drinks in the pub tonight, and we'll get our evening dinner there. So we'll catch up with you guys when we get there. Okay, we're at our last stop, which is hang on, I believe it's called the Tumblong Tavern. I'm just going to check. We're right off the freeway, so obviously it's quite noisy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called the Tumblong Tavern. Okay, so this is our setup. The landlord's given us a power lead out here, so we're good for power. It is just off the freeway, so there is a bit of road noise. However, very accommodating. There's the pub, just there. And right next to it, this is where we're set up. Tanya's out just walking the dogs. So there's no fires here because of the fire restrictions in the area, which is fine by us. We've got no issue with that. We're going to go into the pub and have a few drinks, have something to eat. So just a quick look at the pub itself. It's like a backdrop. Now you've got a beer garden. Food's good. And then this is where the camping spot is. And great access to the pub. Oh. Okay, so this is the outside of the pub. So formerly called Adelong Crossing. Really nice old pub. Food's good in here. A lot of history in this area. Nice beer garden out the back. And then the camping area. It's just this little paddock here, so not very big. You'd probably get 3 vans in here. The owner ran out a power lead for us, so we had power, which was nice of him. Food was good. It's definitely a great overnight stop. Put it on your list. Come here, support the locals. It is on the side of the Hume Freeway, very close to it. So it's quite noisy, but not bad with the modern insulated caravans. We didn't have too much problem with noise. But there you go. There's a stop for you. So Tumblong Tavern, just outside Gundagai. Good little stop, nice little pub. Okay, so quick breakfast stop. We stopped at Dog on a Tucker Box just outside Gundagai. So yeah, quite a nice area.
Nice of it.
So it's a statue of the dog on the tucker box. The history is basically back in the days of the early settlers in the 1800s. They had people called bullockies, and they were basically carriages being drawn by bulls, and they'd often get bogged and stuck in the creeks, 9 Mile Creek. And what would happen is the dog would sit on the tucker box to protect the bullockies' valuables, basically, while the bullocky went off to get help. So that was the story behind Dog on the Tucker Box. Well, at the next stop, and this one is the Capital Country Holiday Park in Canberra. So yeah, not a bad looking park, quite good facilities. So we're only here overnight, we're going home Sunday afternoon. But what I'll do is I'll give the camera a quick spin round and let you see what's on offer. Plenty of drive-through bays. Now they are quite short. I'll show you what I mean. That's the amenities block, which is handy for us, right next to us. Washing lines there. Now the drive-through bays are quite short. Obviously the CX22, 22 foot. Obviously they're quite narrow as well, so obviously I have to come this far forward to be able to get the awning out because of this tree. It does overhang well into the nature strip in the middle. And the car, we can get the car on, but little bit jutting out, just a small amount, not much. But there you go, you see. Tanya's getting all ready for the show tomorrow, so she's got 2 dogs to wash and dry and mess around with. There are cabins here as well. Hi guys, welcome back. So this was our last night's stay before we head back to work tomorrow. So our trip from Canberra, we decided to break the trip home into 2, just purely, otherwise it's a very long trip. And we had got plans originally to stop at Millawa and camp the night at the RV park opposite Brown Brothers Brewery, which is free, but we decided it was getting on, it was getting late, we wouldn't have got something to eat, so we figured we were looking for somewhere else to stop, and we ended up here, which is the Ettamogah Pub, and we're just outside of Holbrook.
It's not far from Albury either.
Yeah, so
Very
between Holbrook and Albury, the name of I think it's Tabletop Hotel.
It's the Tabletop Hotel, previously known as Ettamogah. They've kept all the signage and everything for Ettamogah.
Yeah, and it's pretty nice. We ate here last night, had a drink. We're going to have breakfast here before we go. I'll do a quick film around just to let you have a look. I did send the drone up, so there's some drone footage there.
The way I find these pubs is I go onto Facebook and I have a look at country pub free camping, and quite often the free camps are on there, and the cost is a meal at the pub and some drinks, so I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they don't offer you any services here. There's no power, no water, as far as I know anyway.
No.
There is a campground out the back, but we pulled up in the car park at the front, which is plenty big enough, just have to back in. But yeah, I'll give this one a thumbs up. It's pretty good. We'll give a quick film around the area, and we'll catch you on the next one. If you're liking what we're putting out, please give us a thumbs up, does help, and please subscribe to the channel.
And press the bell icon to be notified when we release new videos.
Exactly. Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye.